the console log that my dream house is the construction process, right? Using dot, so it's throwing an error. Then we use that bracket. So what is the difference between that dot and bracket? So no, no, it is not throwing me the error. So these are the two different ways. Okay. So the first one, if I say using dot, this is also one way. It won't be showing me an error if I just console log this now. See, it is giving me farmhouse traditional. So it is giving me this property. What I have console log, this design property it is giving me. So it won't be giving me any error as such. And in the second way, as you told, this is one another way. This and this are both same. Okay, say dot and this one is both same. These are the two ways of accessing the same properties. Okay, so if I just don't use dot, and I can just use the square brackets syntax, and that I will have to pass the properties. So as I'm using the square brackets, so indirectly I'm targeting the key values. Okay, but this key values at the backend are also stored in the form of string only. So okay, I will just, if this is a string, this is also a string. Okay, this is also a string. So JavaScript gives me the functionality. It already detects that, yeah, before semicolon whatever we pass, it is not necessary to use the the string, the double inverted comma. It already detected as string, so that's why it is not necessary that we should pass the string. But whenever we access that value, at that time it is necessary to use the string. We need to use the double inverted commas. So this and this both are same. Nothing is giving me error as such. But what is the difference? I will show you the difference. What makes the difference? In case tomorrow I don't have this, this I have the like is in construction process. So I have got this, I have got the key as this is in construction process and value as false. So if I wanted to access this, this key value pair, I won't be able to access with dot. Why? Because I don't have the, like, there is no syntax like I can use like this is in the construction. So I cannot use it in this way. It is already giving me an error. So at that time I only have the option to use this syntax, the second one, using the square bracket. So here I can just use it like this. I can just copy the whole string and I can paste it over here. So now I will be able to get the, I can just comment out this for a while, and I will be able to get the output. See, I'm able to get the output as false. Why it is giving me false? Because that is the value we have passed to that key. So I hope, yeah. So let's move on to the next one. So now what we have the adding new element. So we have already seen it. What, how do we add the new element? Before that we have for in loop. So how does the for in loop works? So let's say we have the similar example. We have this example only for now as time is very less. So for in loop, how can we use that if we have the similar example? Okay, let me call it as, okay, I will comment this out. So I have the similar example. I wanted to use the for loop. So for loop is basically will give me all the values in together. So can I just use that? So for I will be gonna use, we saw yesterday how we use the for. This time we will be using the for in loop. So for that, let's take a random variable, let x in dream house. So what this x is doing, this is a random variable. This will be going to search all the keys. It will be going to traverse all the keys and will return the values associated with it one by one. So I will just use the curly braces for let x in dream house, and I just wanted to console log all the values associated with x. So can I just say that, can just say it as my dream house, and in that I just want whatever x values are there. So what I'm doing here is I'm just using for in loop. So let x in dream house. So x will represent my all these keys one by one, one by one, one by one. Okay. And what it is going, I'm doing it. So dream house x. So console log me the all the key values, all the key values associated with the keys. Values associated with the keys, I'm just console logging that. So it will first, the x will hold the value as location. So location value is a village. Okay, then it will hold the next time, it will going to traverse, it will going to shift one position forward, and it's going to access the value of design. One by one it will console log the whole things. So I can just console log it, and I hope it should run fine. So it's directly giving me the fifth one, but I should be able to get one by one. So yeah, so it's running fine. So first I'm getting the, I'm getting the location, then I'm getting the design, then I'm getting the budget as 20 lakhs, then is it in the construction process, so it's getting me false, and at the end we are getting the function. So this is how the for loop works. We are going to get like the upcoming session after we cover the functions is the looping only. So in there, if you don't understand it for now, we are going to cover it in much detail. So yeah, that was a quick, you should be able to get familiar with for loop. So that was a small example. If you don't understand it, still fine. Then we have, like, what do we have in next? We have adding properties. This also we saw yesterday only, but just a quick revision. I will just copy the same. I think I have already copied it. So we have the similar example, and in that, what I am trying to do is I want to add new values. So we saw it yesterday. How do we add? If I wanted to add a new value, so I have the object already, my dream house, and in that, if I wanted to add a new property, let's suppose, what property I should I ask? Um, mm, so if I wanted to ask the interior, okay, so this is the another property I wanted to add into my dream house. So the interior, what will be the interior of my house? So I will pass anything. I will pass a random string to it. So the interior should be like, um, more like, what are the interior types we have? You only suggest what should be the interior of the house. Anyone? Ah, good one. Chandan wood. The interior should be of chandan wood. Okay. So fine. So if we just console log my object again, so I could be able to see that I would have another property in my dream house. So I'll just console log this, and I can say that at the end I'm getting the property as interior as chandan wood. Okay. So yeah, I guess this you are able to, you know understand this. So this is how we add properties. And what do we have next? And we have, like, this also we saw yesterday only, but just a quick recap. I have the anybody able to recall, like, how do we delete, if I wanted to delete any value, if I wanted to delete any key value? Let's suppose I want to delete this is in construction process. I want to delete this property. So how can I delete it? Anyone? We saw it in the yesterday's session, if you all guys remember. Hello. So here in case I will just use the delete word. Okay, delete, delete, and then whatever property I want to delete. Let's suppose in my dream house, I wanted to delete this is in the construction process. I can just pass the value over here. I could be, if I just console log the object again, I could be able to see that my the dream house is in construction process would have got deleted. So I can see that it doesn't exist into the, it has deleted it. It was at the third position, but at the third position we have something else now. So this is how we could delete. This is not the only way we could, use the dot method also. So how do we use the dot method? If I wanted to delete, this time I want to delete, this time I will use the dot method and I want to delete the location. We could just say that my dream house dot location. I will just console log the object again, so you could be able to see that the location has got deleted, which was at the first position, so it has got deleted. This is how we delete properties in the objects. These things I'm just revising you because I know you will forget it very easily. So till now what we saw how do we access, and we saw access has like three different ways. That is not like only the ways we have got a number of, but just the important ones. Then we saw for in loop, and then we just saw like adding new properties. Then we saw how do we delete the properties. The next is, now we are going to start our important, like what is new in today's session. So the nested objects. So now I will create a new object, const new object. Okay, I can say it as my object also. It's just like, and because it's getting my properties, so I have my name, then what I have my roll number as 36. I have my class as third year. Then I will add one more object inside my object. So what I'm going to add, I can add as my cars. I can say it as my car, see, or collection. Okay, so inside this I'm adding one more object, so I'm assigning one more object to my cars collection. So I can say it as car one. What car one I have got, I have got the car one as let's suppose XUV 700. Okay, XUV 700. I don't know when it will come into the car list, but for now I have got car 2. Yes, just suggest me some names. Thar. Okay, one more I want, car 3. Rolls Royce. Rolls Royce. Okay, I don't know if the spelling is right or not, but yeah, this is the nested array, nested object. So I've got the my object. Inside that I have also got another object as my car collection object, and I can just I can nest one another object inside this. It is not limited. We can like nest a number of objects inside the object. I can also like say one another object inside a favorite cars. Okay, I can say it as my favorite cars. So I will create one another object inside this, and this I will have the list of my favorite cars. So I can say it as car one. Which are your favorite cars? Just let me know. Dot Challenger. Okay, I will copy this name. Shankar's favorite car is dot Challenger. What else do we have? Car 2. Hello. Let's say for now we have Elantra. And then we have car 3 as what we have it as, it can be Lamborghini. Okay, so this we have an object first, my object, Inside that I have my car collection object, and inside that I have my car favorites object. So this is how the nested object looks like, and we will also see how do we access these properties. I will just pass. I won't pass any another, you know, object inside it, because we have already gone to 3 levels. You can also, like, you can increase, like, add on objects and objects and objects you try. Here I just wanted to, like, for the purpose of accessing, I will pass another, like, I want to pass a random array. So what I can do, I will pass favorite car colors. So in this I will pass an array. So my favorite car colors are like, let's suppose black, yellow. Anybody have any other favorite color in their car zone list? Hello. Purple. Okay. So what I have my object. Inside that I have this three properties: name, roll number, class. And inside that I have another object which has got car 1, car 2, car 3. And inside that I have another object as my favorite car, which has again got car 1, car 2, car 3. And inside that I have an array also. Okay, so we'll see now how do we access it. So you only, like, we will start it from, like, you only guys are gonna tell me what in case I wanted to access the class. So how do I access with dot notation? Hello. If I wanted to access the class, how do I access it? How do I access it? With the dot notation, my object dot class. It's so easy. If I will try to console log it. So this is the way how do I access the class. If I just console log this, I would be able to get it as 3. Okay. Next thing what I wanted to do is I want to access the my car collection. So how can I do it? Make the random guesses. You are not gonna charge something. If you are, like, give the wrong answer, you are not going to be charged. So what if I wanted to access my car collection? How can I do it, guys? Fast. This is inside my object, and you are saying okay, got it. So what should it be? Uh, my object and dot my car collection. This is what you mean to say? I just console log it, and yes, I'm getting the second object. Okay, this time I'm not getting this name, roll number, values, because these are not the part of my car collection object. So my car collection has got this cars, and inside it has another got array. So now this time I want to access my favorite cars object. So how can I do it? Okay, so this is what you wanted to say, right? Let me see. So this time it's giving me undefined, because this is not the way. Undefined means this object is not defined inside this my object. Why? Because you need to see the hierarchy. First of all, like what we have seen before this example, we gone through class. So in my object, the class property is there. That's why we were able to access. Then we saw that my object has also got my car collection. See, inside this only it has got my car collection. But when I was trying to access my favorite cars, so you need to see the hierarchy. First, we need to go to my object. Then inside my object, we have got another object as my car collection. And in my car collection, I have got my favorite cars. So it is not present in my object directly. It is present in another object inside an object. So this time what I have to use, if I wanted to access my car collection, my favorite cars, So I will have to first go to my object. Okay, I have gone through it. And I will have to go to my car collection. Okay, fine, I'm there. And then again I will have to use dot, and it's giving me the suggestions as my favorite car collection. Okay, favorite car, my favorite car. So this will give me the right output now. If you will able to see, it should give me the for my favorite car. So it is giving me first favorite car, then second, then third, and it's also giving me the favorite car colors, because these are the properties which are present in my favorite car. So getting the point, this is how we access the nested objects. If I had one another object inside this object, so I could have, like, what I could have done, if I have got another object inside my favorite car, I will say most favorite car ever. So I have got the another object inside this. So car first is, let's suppose I have got the value as what is the value? Formula 1. Formula 1. Okay, so I've got the value. So if I wanted to access this object now, most favorite car, so I will just have to use one more dot. Okay, and it's giving me the suggestions also, most favorite car ever. So now I will be able to see the car one. If I just console log it, so now I would be able to see the car one, Formula 1. So getting the point, how do we access like the nested objects? Yes. So this was one way. Okay, this is one way to access the nested properties of an object. There's how, if I wanted to access using the square brackets, so how could I do that? One more thing, guys. Okay, what if I wanted to access the only if I wanted to access this favorite car colors? This is an array inside my favorite cars. What if I wanted to access this my car colors? So how can I do it? We will just go one by one. Okay, first we will see my objects. In that we saw, if I wanted to print the name, I will use it as my object dot name. Okay, so it will give me name. What if I wanted to print something from my car collection? So it is present in my object only, so I used it as my object dot my car collection. So I will get the access to this all values. Okay, this values, not this. I will get the access to car 1, car 2, car 3. If I will just want to print car 1, so I can just say it as car 1. So this should give me XUV 700. Okay, so if I just console log this, it should give me 700. How did I do that? My object में गए हम सबसे पहले, उसके बाद हम गए my car collection में, and then I just printed car 1. But this time I don't want car 1. I want what? I want favorite car colors. Okay, so I will have to go inside what? My favorite cars. So I can just go it over here, and अभी मेरे my favorite cars में वो कितने, what I wanted to access, I wanted to access my favorite car color. So if I will just use one more dot, and here I will just pass the my favorite car colors, and now I will be able to see that, yeah, I'm getting the output as black, yellow, and purple. So I hope you are able to get like how do we access the values also. And in this I wanted to access the second, like I wanted to access what is the second favorite color. Okay, so how I can just, as this is an array, I will have to use the square brackets, and I know that the indexing for black is 0, then indexing for yellow is 1. I can just pass here 1. So now I should only be able to get the value as yellow. See, I'm only able to get the value as yellow. So this is how we access the properties. If you will just solve 2-3 examples, you will be able to get familiar. It's just like you have to see first my objects, in that what I want to access. Okay, I wanted to access roll number, so it's like I can just do it as my object dot roll number. If I wanted to access my car collection, so my object dot car collection will give me whole object printed. Okay, and in that I don't want the whole object, I just want my car too. So I can just do that my object dot my car collection dot car2. So I will get the object printed output as uh, car2 as Thar. Okay, I don't want Thar now. I want my car collection, my favorite cars I want. So can I do that? My object dot my car collection dot my favorite car. So it will give me this printed car1, car2, car3, then favorite car. This. But I don't want this. I just want my car color. Again the same thing. My objects dot my car collection dot my favorite cars, and then dot favorite car colors. So I can get this array now, and in that I want the first value, let's suppose. So I can just give the indexing of this, this is an array. So at 0th position, what will be the color? At first position, what will be the color? At second position, what will be the color? So this is how you access it. Now I will just show you in a quick uh, time. If I just wanted to use the square brackets to access the value, so how can I just do that? So I can just say my object, and if I wanted to access, I will just first try to access the complete object. Okay, so as you can see that I'm able to get the complete object. I can just print it once. Okay, see, so you are able to get the complete object, my first name, roll number, class, then my car collection. In that I have got my favorite cars, then in that I have also got an array, and in that I have got another object as my favorite cars. See, so you are able to get it. So now what I want to do is I wanted to use square brackets. So first thing, if I wanted to access the roll number, how do we do that? My object, in that I can just pass is inside the using the double inverted commas. I can just pass the value, so it will give me the roll number as 36. Okay, fine till now. Then what I wanted to do is what it is giving. Okay, so I'll just cut this once. So console log I wanted to use the square bracket. So how can I just do that? My object, and this time I wanted to access the my car collection object. So how can I do it? I can just use the square brackets. In that I can just use double inverted commas, and I will pass the object name. So I could be able to see the my car collection. So in that it's giving me everything printed. This time what I want let's suppose I want car 3. Okay, inside my car collection, my car collection, I wanted to print car 3. So you can just use, we have used dot. Here we will have to use square brackets. That's easy. So I will just pass car 3, and here you will be able to get Rolls Royce. Getting the point? What I have did, I have just passed car 3. Okay, but this time I don't want car 3. I want I want my favorite car. So I know that my favorite cars is inside my cars collection. Okay, so here I will pass one more square bracket, and this time I wanted to access my favorite cars. Okay, so I can use my favorite car. So this will give me the output as my favorite cars. Now in my favorite cars, I wanted to access my car color. So one more square brackets. Here I will say it as my car colors. This will give me the output as car colors, as the array. And in that, if I wanted to access the first element, so how can I just do that? If I wanted to access the first element, so that will be at my 0th position. So this will give me the output as black. Guys, getting the point? Like, is it making a sense for you? If you will practice it now, it will be like the syntax will look like, oh my god, what is this, but it is very easy. It's like very, very easy. If you will just practice it 1 2 times, you will be like, you will also see what is this falto thing. But yeah, I guess nested objects would have been clear to you. Was it click? Is there any difficulty? If you have any difficulty, can just clear it now. Fine, or like whenever you will like find any like get if you will while you are coding, if you are getting any error, just let me know. So what else we have got? So this topic is very important, object inside an arrays. Because why it is important? Because whenever we are like in future, if you build any server, you built any database, so it's multiple times you have to pass the values inside an object. So this is whenever you are dealing with backend, you will find this a lot much time. So how can this is the syntax, like whenever I want to pass, we have already seen arrays, okay? So now you should be familiar with arrays. So if I wanted to pass an object inside an array, so how do we declare array first? If I have the array, let's suppose const array is equals to, in square brackets we do that. So if I wanted to you know write object inside an array, so I will just use this is how we write the object. So first, I have declared an array, inside that I will be going to declare an object. So this is an object. So let's suppose my first object is like details about me only, okay? Name has got Yadnyesh. I've got roll number as 36, 45. Let's suppose this time. And class has got third year, okay? So this is how I write object inside an array. And this is not the only, we can write n number of objects. You can like tons of objects inside the array. I can just copy paste this. Yeah. So you can write n number of objects inside the array, my array. I have wrote lots of, I guess I will just delete some for now, as I don't want this much. Okay. So yeah, so this is the how we declare an object inside the array, right? And how do we access it? How can we access it? Similar way, not like, as we know that inside an array everything has been dealt with indexing. So I have got like, if I want to console log this first one, I will just change some values for now. And here I have got, let's suppose this class is 1, this class is 2, and this class is 3, and let the name be same only. I can change the name also. I have got Suryash, and here we have got, let's suppose, Vaibhav. Okay. So if I wanted to access this first first object, so how can I do it? We know that this is at the, we know that this, you should be able to recall this. Okay, if I have got an object, let's suppose const new array, and here I have got like you have got multiple values. So if this is the similar case here also, you have got an array, inside that it is first if represents this object, then the second represent this object, then the third represent this object. So indexing, so I guess you should be able to recall. So this will be present at the first index, okay, and this will be present at the second index, this will be present at the third index. By first index I mean to say that 0th index, then this is at the first, and this is at the second. So what you only tell me, if I wanted to access the this Suyesh wala object, how can I do it? Console.log array, inside that what I should I should write? I will have to use square brackets. Inside square bracket, what value should I pass? At what position this array will be? This object will be second. It is, I told you, second. You are right, it is at the second position. But in arrays, the indexing starts from 0. So this will be at my 0th index. This will be at my first index. Getting the point? So if I just write it over here 1, so I will be able to access this Suresh wala object. Okay, I just console. I will be able to get it. See, I'm getting the first, means the second object as name is equal to Suez, roll number 22, class second. Okay, so this is how we deal with the things. And now if I wanted to access the Vaibhav, this object, the Vaibhav's objects, how can I just do that? Here I will have to pass to, because this is at the 0, this is at the first, and this is at the second. If I just run the code again, I will be able to get Vaibhav's object. So getting the point, this is how we deal with uh, objects inside the array. So this is like, you if you are going to move in the development field, this thing you will see most of the time. Most means most frequently will see this. I can just, if we get the time, I will show you like how do we use it. Then what next we have got, this is like this won't take much time, so next 10 minutes will be required. So what in case I have got two objects, okay, I have got two different objects. Let's suppose const object 1 is equals to name, so I will just get a random name. I've got Pranav and I have got Vihas, sorry, Pranav roll number is let's suppose 44, 33, and class is second. Okay. Similarly, I have got object 2 also. Okay. Name 1, roll number 1, and then class 1 and object 2. Fine, still it is giving me an error. Okay, so I have got object 1 as it's Pranav's object, so he has got his roll number and he has got his class. Then in object 2 I have got name as I have got name as Vihas. Okay, and his roll number is, let's suppose 21, and his class is second. So what in case I wanted to merge this both objects, so I have one method for that, that is objects.assign. Assign will combine the both objects. So how can I just use that object.assign, and this method, what it does is, if I just hover it on it, so what it does, it copies the values of all the enumerable own properties from one or more source object to the target object. So what it does, if this is my source object and this is my target object, okay, so it will copy all the properties of object 1 into the object 2, and it depends if I wanted to copy all the properties of object 2 inside my object 1, so how can I just do that? And here I will use object 2. So what it does is, it copies all the properties of object 2 inside my object 1. Okay, and if I just want, and it returns me the targeted object. But in this case, this also, we can also return a complete new object from it. How can we do that? If I wanted to make a complete new object of this combined object, so I can just say object 3. So what is my object 3? Object 3 should be the combination of object 1 and object 2. So here in case I will target a new object. So what it does, it combines the object 1, it combines the object 2 inside this empty object, and this empty object is been assigned to object 3. Now my object 3 will contain object 1 also and object 2 also. If I just console log this, and if I wanted to print the object 3, so what I'm getting the output as, I will be getting the output of both values combined, name, roll number of Pranav also and of Vihas also. So what I did over here is, if you are like getting something a bit hard to digest this, so what I did, I just added a empty array. Okay, this is empty object, sorry, and what I'm saying that you dump this object 1 also and object 2 also inside this empty array. Okay, so now this will contain my object 1 also and object 2 also, and I'm saying that you store this object 1, object 2, this empty object inside my object 3. Getting the point? So we are assigning object 1, object 2 both into my object 3, right? And if you don't understand, if you are saying like, is there any other way, this is very hard, so there is one more another like way to, if you want to combine this all properties into object 3, so you have got one more way. That is, I guess this is known as spread operator. Okay, so spread operator, what it does is it spreads the thing. If I got object 3 and you are saying that give me another easy way, this is very complicated, yeah, I don't want to use the assign object. And then we have another way, you can use the spread operator. Spread operator, what it does is, if you want to combine object 1 and object 2, you can just say it as dot 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 object 1 comma dot 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 object 2. So this is how you do that. So this will, now we have assigned a new complete, we have made a complete new object. Inside that we have object 1 and object 2, and just this is known as spread operator. Spread, this 3 dots we are using, no, this is known as spread operator. So what you आपने सर directly spoil कर दिया, object 3 में क्या कर दिया, object 1 को भी डाल दिया, object 2 को भी डाल दिया. And if I just run the code, you will be able to see I haven't printed anything. So now I will just print object 3. So log object 3. So you will be able to see I have got both the objects. Getting the point? So this is how you can use the spread operator also. If you are not able to understand the assign one, that's no problem. You can use this spread operator, both works fine. Getting the point? Till now, any difficulty, any doubt, any problem, any issue? Everything fine? Great. So the next one is object.keys. Okay, so I have got, as the time is left, let me just copy this object. Okay, so I will just copy any object for now. Let's suppose we have this object only. Okay, so I will just copy it over here. What we are going to see, we are going to see object.keys. So we have this dream house object, got its location, then we have got design, budget is in the construction process, and we have got one more function, a specialty of this house. This is like a pretty much complex object we are dealing with. Now what I just wanted to access this keys. Okay, what I'm trying to say, I wanted to access the keys. The location is a key, the design is a key, the budget is a key, is in construction process is a key, then specialty of the house is a key, and these are all the values assigned to it. The village, from the design should be farmhouse, tradition. These are the values. 20 lakh should be the budget. These are the values. But I don't want to. I just want this, all the keys, whatever keys are there in the object. I just wanted to access that. So you can just use the object.keys method over there. So can I just do that? If I just wanted to console log all the keys, so I can just use the object.keys. And कौन से object की मेरे को keys चाहिए? I want the my object name is my dream house. So what it should give me? It should give me the location, design, budget, and is in construction process. So it will return me in form of an array. So all the keys I'm getting, see, I'm just getting the keys in form of an array. It is returning me an array of all the keys. See, design, budget, then you have got location, you have got is in construction, you have got the function. So all the keys, if you just wanted to get the access to all the keys, so you can just use the keys, object.keys wala method. Similarly, we will say that, okay, so I can access the keys, so I will also have something to access the values also. So yeah, you have it. If you just say object.values, and inside that the name of the object, so you will be able to get all the values like village and farmhouse and 20 lakhs, false, vagera. You will be able to get access to all those values. So it's getting me an error. Expected end of input. Budget, okay, what it is giving me. Object.values, and have it did any mistake? So if I just wanted to object.values, and here I will have to pass the object. So this is fine. Yeah, so here now I'm getting the, all the values. Village I'm getting the farmhouse, then my budget it is 20 lakhs, whether is it in construction process, so it is false. So it is returning me an array. Okay, this is an array, it is returning. You can also verify the data type. How can I verify if I wanted to see that whether this is an object or not? So this is an array or not, so I can use the type of operator. Type of, so array dot is array. Why I'm using it array dot is array? Because I know objects, arrays also come into the list of object. So I will get, if I get the output as object, so I will be confused whether it is an object or whether it is an array. So to specify it, array dot is array. So if it returns me true, so that means this is an array. So it is returning me a boolean. So type of object is array dot. So okay, so what I can do here is I can just say that const var, any random variable I'm getting, and I'm just assigning the, what I can just say it as, I can assign this value here. So what, object dot values, so it will return me all the all the values. So var is a keyword, we cannot use it, so I can say that use variable baba. Okay, so what I'm doing, I'm defining a constant variable, and inside what I'm doing here, I'm just passing all the values. So values, we know that what is the output of object dot values dream house. So it is going to return me village, then farmhouse, then 20 lakhs, then false, and this all function value, and it is going to return me in form of array. And my doubt is, I wanted to see whether that is array or not, whether this array, these values are passed in form of array or not. Can I just do that? I can just say console.log, and I just wanted to print type of variable, because all the values we store into variable. Okay, so type of variable. So now it should give me an object. See, it is giving me an object, but I have a confusion whether it is an object or whether it is an array, because arrays also comes into objects only. So can I do that? Type of, and I can just say it as array dot is, what is the array dot is array? It is something like this only. Okay, this is how we do it, and inside that we can just pass the whatever property wanted to check. So this is how we do it. Fine, so it should give me true or false. So it is giving me as true, so you are getting the point. So that means yes, so the variable, whatever variable you have passed, it is an array. So this we are fine, like this is an array. You can just, for like a better understanding, to verify things, yeah, so this is true or false, this is like, yeah, it is in the backend, it is working fine or not, you can just check it. If you don't understand for now, it's fine, like, but try things. If you will try things, you will be able to get a more understanding. I hope it is clear to you guys. And this we saw, like how do we access the values we just saw now. And similarly, if you wanted to access all the entries, what are the entries? Nothing. This location village, it is one entry. This key values means key and its value, one pair, it is making one pair, so it's an entry. Design farmhouse, it's one entry. Then budget 20 lakh, this is one entry. So how can I just do that? I will just console log it for you, console.log, and my house, can say it object.entries, and in that I will pass the object name. What is the object name? My dream house. So what it returns? So see, it is returning me in form of key value pair. See, location, then it is giving me its value, then design, it's giving me something, budget, it is giving. So in form of array, I'm getting, this is more familiar, array inside an array. So you can do it, you can try it yourself. Then I have at the end, the last property has own properties. So let's say you wanted to check whether this this object, the my dream house object, has got budget property or not. I wanted to check whether this object has got budget property as or not. So how can I just do that? What is my object name? My object name is my dream house dot, I can say that has own property inside that. And which property we wanted to see? I wanted to see that whether this my dream house has got the property as budget or not. Like whenever like you want to check if it has got, if it has got or not, you are accessing and it is not returning any value. So in that case you can verify whether the object has got that property or not. So it is returning me true. And if I say like, if I change some spelling, now it should return me false because it has not got that property. So this is how you deal with the things. I guess today's lecture was a bit big, but yeah, we were able to cover pretty much good things in today's session. Guys, the thing is, like, if you are just seeing the things, it could look pretty much easy for some people, and for some people it could look a bit hard. But as soon as you practice, you will see क्या ही चिंदी चीज़ है, मतलब बहुत ही, it's just methods and properties and nothing else than that. You don't have to see. We are done with our today's class. Mostly we have seen all the things. So a bit like I will just take 1 minute. What is the thing? If you are just seeing the things, if you are able to feel like it's very hard, it is not such. And if you are feeling like how could I memorize this and how could I remember, you don't have to remember all those things, okay? Because you have got the documentation. If you are stuck anywhere, you can just go to the documentation. You can just search any keyword. If you are having any problem, any difficulty, you can search the keyword on Google and you can get the access of all. So it is, I am never saying that you have to memorize, but you have to understand the things, how it is working. The more you understand, the more you get familiar to it, the more you will have a better, you know, better grips, better, command on the language. That is how the things works. If you are able to get a bit confidence, that is more than enough. But yeah, practice, that's the only thing. So that's it for today's class. I guess we are done with it. Thank you so much. If you have any doubt, any difficulty, you can reach out to me. So thank you so much.